One of the biggest surprises in global politics right now is Donald Trump's sudden push to take back Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan. He has openly said the Taliban should hand it over, warning that bad things will happen if they don't. On the surface, it might sound like tough talk, but when you dig deeper, you realize this is not just rhetoric. There is a much bigger game at play here. Let's start with a bit of background. Bagram sits just an hour drive north of Kabul. For years, it was the nerve center of the US war in Afghanistan, a fortress where intelligence, logistics, and military power all came together. At its peak around 2012, more than 1 lakh American troops passed through its gates. The runways were so massive that Trump himself called it one of the most powerful bases in the world, saying you could land anything here. For Washington, losing Bagram in 2021 was not just a tactical decision, it was a symbol of humiliation. Now, here is why Trump is so obsessed with it. Bagram's location is pure gold on the geopolitical chessboard. Trump openly pointed out that the base is just about an hour away from where China manufactures its nuclear weapons and missiles. Imagine that, a US outpost sitting right at China's doorstep, with the ability to monitor, pressure, and if needed, act. This is the heart of Trump's argument. It is not just about Afghanistan, it is about countering China. And it is no coincidence that he made these remarks right before his scheduled talks with Xi Jinping on trade. But the story does not end there. For Trump, Bagram is also about rewriting history. Remember the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan. He has repeatedly slammed Biden for the way it was handled. By demanding Bagram back, Trump is signaling that he would reverse that humiliation, restore America's image, and reclaim lost ground. It is about power, but it is also about pride. Officials from the Afghan Foreign Ministry have already dismissed this idea, saying Bagram will not return to the US hands. For them, it is more than just a military base, it is a symbol of sovereignty and victory. They fought 2 decades to push the Americans out. Handed it back would be like admitting defeat. And then there is a China's reaction. Beijing responded very carefully, saying it respects Afghan sovereignty and territorial integrity, but also warning against stirring up tensions and confrontation in the region. Let's be real here. If the Taliban even considered giving Bagram back, China would do everything possible to stop it. They know what it means. US surveillance right at the edge of Xinjiang, close to their nuclear facilities. And the last thing, I'm repeating it, the last thing they want is an American stronghold next door. But here is the challenge. The Taliban won't just rule over. China won't stay silent. And the region today is far more complicated than it was in 2012. So what we are looking at here is more than just an abandoned airfield. Bagram has become a symbol. For Trump, it is about power, pride, and pressuring China. For the Taliban, it is about sovereignty. For China, it is about stopping US influence at its western gate. And for the rest of the world, that Afghanistan's geography, that piece of land so many powers have fought over, still refuses to lose its importance. The war may be over, but the battle for Bagram has just begun.